We race. Good start by Giacomo Giusto, tries to go with him, holds it out high, and Giacomo Giusto goes through the notorious turn one from the outside of the front row of the grid. In second place, we've got one of the baby race carts spinning though at the exit of turn two. Baby race in position 1 and 3. It was Tam going round. Albert Tam has gone round. The fastest qualifier rejoins, but a long way down the field. There's his teammate from pole position who leads down the back straight for the first time. Giacomo Giusto in second place. And Leo Gorski's right there as well. The British pole also for Team Baby Race, Giacomo Giusto. The notorious hard to start outside front row here at Sano, but he held his own in position 2, but he's just been passed. It's now Team Baby Race in first and second place. Watch for Alexander Legenki, the WSK Champions Cup champion, to come across the line. He's in P4 from the Swede, Maximus Unt, who's just shadowing the Ukrainian for team driver. 3-cart fight for the lead, make that 5. Maximus from Sweden for Ward Racing on the back of the WSK Champions Cup champion. We go back to Malotta, superstar from Henri Kumpen, up into P7. He's the second generation racer, then Nikita Botte, Sebastian Escandari, Francesco Puglione, and the newly crowned SCUSA Winter Pro Tour champion, the French-American Alessandro Truchot. He's ahead of Marc Lumet's Antoine Fanont, started P13, and the championship leader is still down there outside the top 10. Legenki with an aggressive move in the infield, goes up into third place. Giusto just runs into the back of Kutskov in position 1. There's Maximus in the background for Ward Racing, and the front 2 pull away. Over the start-finish line at 110 k's an hour for Nikita Botte in the LKE-powered Lenzo kart. He's ahead of Sebastian Escandari. Marc Lumet's Truchot Fanant moves up into 12th place. He's had a super run, rarely outside the top 3 to start 2023. But the Belgian in the tap is now in P12. He's just gone by. Eduardo Colucci is behind Truchot, and Marc Lumet, the Estonian, rounds out the 10 as Kutskov has to defend from Giusto. If they keep doing this, Legenki, Gorski and Maximus Unt will drag themselves into the fight for the lead, the victory, round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Sano. Into the final corner to complete lap 3 of this 8-lap final. Look at the battle in the background. Kumpen, Malotta, Nikita Botte, Sebastian in the Tony kart. There's Maximus, just pushing Alexander Legenki. It will be a 4-cart fight in a moment as we move into the second half of the mini under-10 final here today at Sano. The breeze starting to pick up. The sun, thankfully, is shining at the tail end of the Italian winter. And Giusto for Team Modena Kart. He's just behind Kutskov for Team Baby Race, who have dominated 60 Mini over the past decade or so. Former World Championship winning team with Alessio Lorendi back in 2013, maybe it was 2012, that Alessio took the World Championship for the Baby Race team. Since then, concentrating on the 60 Mini category, they've just been passed into second place. Giacomo Giusto up into the lead. Legenki follows on through, as does Maximus. It's all gone wrong for Mini Kutskov. From the lead, he's back into position 4. They complete lap 4. Second half of the final here today. Down into turn 2, the second group being led by Gorski, Kumpen, Botte, and Sebastian Escandari. Malotta for the Firefly Racing team now moves into 9th, and Antoine Fanont, the Belgian, the championship leader, now will get into a point scoring position. He's in 10th place, but some distance off the pace. There's the DAP just flashing into view as we go back to the fight for the lead. Maximus down the inside follows Legenki through. That was smart by the Swede who tries to lead, but it is Legenki in position 1 for team driver. the Venetian team of David Delucchi. The Miami-powered Kart Republic 501, winner of the WSK Champions Cup. He's about to be passed though. Maximus in the Ward Racing Tony Kart goes through, but he clips the ripple strip. And with that, Justo takes him back. Giacomo Justo, can he take the biggest win of his career? His first ever WSK race win. Goes defensive out of turn 1. This is lap 6 of 8. Maximus on the outside, briefly led just a moment ago. They're 3 wide at the exit of turn 2. Maximus simply says tack, and the sweep goes through. He's in 3rd place. Maximus on toward racing at Tony Kart, powered by the TM engine 566. Up the back straight, Nikita Botte still the fastest driver on the circuit. Kutzkov back into P1. A 4-car fight for the lead, make that 8. Right back to Sebastian Escandati in P8, Kumpen P7, Botte P6, Gorski in P5. Those 4 are catching the front 4. It is anyone's race here this afternoon. 2 laps remaining at the end of this one. Kutzkov, the Russian, is pushed into the final corner by the Ukrainian. They work together and Daniil leads the penultimate lap of the race. Look in the background. That is Kumpen down the inside of Gorski. Sebastian in the 551 Tony Kart in the background. Any one of these 8 drivers could win the race here this afternoon. It is far from over. A lap and a half remaining at the moment. The pole sitter, Daniil Kutzkov, has got the race lead, with Legenki in 2nd place. Giacomo Justo for Team Modena Kart in P3. Maximus on P4. Down into the old hairpin at the end of the old back straight. Move up the inside. Nikita Botte just been passed by the Kleine Kumpen. The baby race attack on the penultimate lap of the race. Last lap this time around, and Kutzkov's got the race lead. He looks over his left shoulder. He does not need to, because Legenki runs into the back of him, not once, not twice. It costs him because Justo's on the exit. Up the inside, watch Maximus push him down into turn 1. Maximus will be the beneficiary here. He's up into 2nd. Legenki follows him through. Maximus on the outside. This is the last lap of a thrilling under 10 final. Legenki goes through. Justo on the outside. Sebastian up into P5. Now he's back to 8 as they go through turn 8 on the last lap of the race. Legenki, the WSK Champions Cup champion from the 29th of January, the first event of the 2023 WSK season. On the inside, Maximus tries the high line. He's done it. Maximus around the outside. What a move! The Swede goes through to lead. The Ward Racing driver from Sweden has got the lead with 2 corners remaining. Accelerates. Watch him go to his right. He white lines at Kutzkov down the inside. Maximus closes the door. They accelerate. The Swede will lead. Kutzkov will try and push him. The checkered flag waves across the line. Maximus wins. Und is the race winner here at Sano. Kutzkov P2 and Leo Gorski on the podium in 3rd place. What a race here, the mini under 10 final here at Sano. Maximus, the Swede, wins it in the Tony Kart for Ward Racing.